Hello and welcome. This is lesson 2 of Learn Kannada through English series. And before we start the lesson, I have a suggestion for you. I recommend you to watch just one video per day. And after watching the video, practice the exercises and try to create new sentences using the words you have learned in that video. If you watch too many videos, then remembering too many words will make the language confusing. Alright? Watching one video per day and practicing will help you reinforce your learning effectively. Additionally, keep reviewing your notes regularly to keep the information fresh in your mind. And always remember that consistency is the key to mastering any new skill. Alright? In this video, we will learn to frame negative sentences, questions, and negative questions in Kannada. Alright? Let us begin the lesson and let us first learn how to frame negative sentences. No in Kannada has three words: Allah, Allah, Illa, Illa, and Agilla, Agilla. Alright? Now, Illa can also be spelled like this, but I have chosen to spell it with an E. Okay? Now, these three words have inherent meanings. Allah has an inherent meaning of not something. So, wherever we have to say not something, we use Allah. Illa has inherent meaning of not present. So wherever we have to say something is not present, we have to use illa. And agilla has inherent meaning of have not become. So wherever we want the meaning of have not become, we have to use agilla. Alright? Now, do not worry about these, because once we look at examples, it will be clear. Alright? Now, we use the same three words for am not to: Allah, Illa, and Agilla. The three words that we use for no are also used for am not. Alright? Now, let us look at few example sentences. I am not Ranjit in Kannada is Nanu Ranjit Allah. Nanu Ranjit Allah. Nanu is I, Ranjit is Ranjit, Allah is the word that we have chosen for am not. Alright? Now, you know that the word for am is placed at the end of the sentence. Right? In the same way, the word for am not must be placed at the end of the sentence. So, Allah must come at the end. Nanu Ranjit Allah. Alright? Now, why did we choose Allah and not Illa or Agilla? This is because Allah means not something. I told you about inherent meaning, correct? Allah has inherent meaning of not something. So here we are saying I am not Ranjit, meaning I am not something. And so the word for am not is selected as Allah. Okay? Next, I am not a boy. ನಾನು ಒಬ್ಬ ಹುಡುಗ ಅಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಒಬ್ಬ ಹುಡುಗ ಅಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು is I, ಒಬ್ಬ is a, ಹುಡುಗ is boy, and Allah is am not. Here too we are saying that we are not something, and so Allah is selected for am not. Okay. Next, I am not a teacher. ನಾನು ಒಬ್ಬ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕ ಅಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಒಬ್ಬ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕ ಅಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು is I, ಒಬ್ಬ is a, ಶಿಕ್ಷಕ is teacher, Allah is am not. I am not an American. ನಾನು ಒಬ್ಬ ಅಮೇರಿಕನ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಒಬ್ಬ ಅಮೇರಿಕನ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು is I, ಒಬ್ಬ is an, American is American, Allah is am not. Alright? Next, few more examples, but now of illa. I am not here is ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು is I, ಇಲ್ಲಿ is here, illa is am not. Now, why did we select illa? Because illa has the inherent meaning of not present, right? So here we are saying that we are not present here, or I am not present here. I am not here means I am not present here. Since the meaning is that of not present, we have selected illa for am not. Now, do not worry about this if you have not understood it. As we proceed through the series, this will come naturally to you. Alright? Next, I am not there. ನಾನು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು is I, ಅಲ್ಲಿ is there, illa is am not. Here I am saying I am not present there. So I have selected illa for am not. Alright? Yes. Next, let us learn to frame questions. And before we do that, let me tell you about these two words. We had learnt these two in the previous video. These two are the words used for am. Correct? ಆಗಿದ್ದೇನೆ and ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. Now, ಆಗಿದ್ದೇನೆ has an inherent meaning of am something, and it also has an inherent meaning of have become something. Okay? So whenever we want to have this meaning or this meaning in the sentence, we have to use ಆಗಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಇದ್ದೇನೆ has inherent meaning of am present. So whenever we want to have this meaning, we have to use ಇದ್ದೇನೆ in the sentence. Alright? Now, these two are the words used for am, and you know it. To form questions, all we need to do is add a letter at the end of these words. Okay? So, ಆಗಿದ್ದೇನೆ becomes ಆಗಿದ್ದೇನೆಯೇ, ಆಗಿದ್ದೇನೆಯೇ. So this is the word that we use to make questions. Now this is grammatical word. Over the years, people have reduced this to ಆಗಿದ್ದೇನಾ, ಆಗಿದ್ದೇನಾ, and this is the word that people generally use in spoken Kannada. Okay, so these two are the words. Similarly, for iddene we have two more words. Iddene becomes iddeneye, iddeneye. This is grammatical. People have reduced this word to iddena, iddena, and they use this in spoken Kannada. Alright, so you have a choice. You can either use this or this or this. So let us look at few example sentences. Am I Ranjit? ನಾನು ರಂಜಿತ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೇನೆಯೇ, ನಾನು ರಂಜಿತ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೇನೆಯೇ. Here ನಾನು is I, Ranjit is Ranjit, ಆಗಿದ್ದೇನೆಯೇ makes this a question. Okay, ನಾನು Ranjit is I am Ranjit. Adding ಆಗಿದ್ದೇನೆಯೇ makes this a question. Alright, now we don't really say it like this. What we have done is we have simplified this to this. ನಾನು ರಂಜಿತನ, ನಾನು ರಂಜಿತನ, and this exactly means this. So instead of saying it like this, you can say it like this and mean the same thing. Alright, so what did we do here? We have added na at the end of this sentence instead of this word. Alright, now for most of the cases we would be adding na. Okay, for most of the cases we would be adding na, but then there are some exceptions too which has to come by practice. Alright, let me give you one more example. Am I John? ನಾನು ಜಾನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೇನೆಯೇ, ನಾನು ಜಾನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೇನೆಯೇ. ನಾನು is I, John is the name of the person, and adding ಆಗಿದ್ದೇನೆಯೇ makes this a question. Alright, now we do not say it like this. We reduce it to this form and use it while speaking Kannada. This is ನಾನು ಜಾನ, ನಾನು ಜಾನ. Here John is an English word, right? And whenever we have an English word, we just add a sound at the end. We do not add any letters. We add only a sound. So here ನಾನು John is I am John. We add a sound to it. So it becomes Nanu Jona. Nanu Jona. Okay. Now this means am I John? Am I Shilpa? ನಾನು ಶಿಲ್ಪ ಆಗಿದ್ದೇನೆಯೇ? ನಾನು ಶಿಲ್ಪ ಆಗಿದ್ದೇನೆಯೇ? ನಾನು is I. Shilpa is the name of the person. Adding ಆಗಿದ್ದೇನೆಯೇ makes this a question. Okay? Now, instead of saying it like this, we reduce it to this form. And here, this is Nanu Shilpa na. Nanu Shilpa na. And this means am I Shilpa? So what did we do here? We added na at the end of this instead of this word. Just like this. Okay? So adding na makes a sentence into a question. And this is for most of the cases. Alright? Now, let me give you few more examples. Am I a boy? ನಾನು ಒಬ್ಬ ಹುಡುಗ ಆಗಿದ್ದೇನೆಯೇ? ನಾನು ಒಬ್ಬ ಹುಡುಗ ಆಗಿದ್ದೇನೆಯೇ? ನಾನು is I, ಒಬ್ಬ is A, ಹುಡುಗ is boy. Alright? Now, you can say it like this, but we don't usually say it like this. We reduce it to this form and say ನಾನು ಹುಡುಗನ. ನಾನು ಹುಡುಗನ. And this means this. Both sentences mean the exact same thing, but this is simplified version of this. Okay? What did we do here? We added na at the end of the sentence instead of ಆಗಿದ್ದೇನೆಯೇ. Alright? Now, you have this word too, and you can use this word here. That is also fine. You can say ನಾನು ಒಬ್ಬ ಹುಡುಗ ಆಗಿದ್ದೇನಾ, and you would mean am I a boy? But I feel this is much simpler than this. Right? Yes. One more example. Am I a girl? ನಾನು ಒಬ್ಬಳು ಹುಡುಗಿ ಆಗಿದ್ದೇನೆಯೇ? ನಾನು ಒಬ್ಬಳು ಹುಡುಗಿ ಆಗಿದ್ದೇನೆಯೇ? ನಾನು ಐ, ಒಬ್ಬಳು ಎ, ಹುಡುಗಿ ಗರ್ಲ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೇನೆಯೇ makes this a question. Alright? You can also use ಆಗಿದ್ದೇನಾ here. But instead of that, you can use the shorter version. ನಾನು ಹುಡುಗಿ ನಾ. ನಾನು ಹುಡುಗಿ ನಾ and mean the exact same thing. Alright? Now, why did we use ಆಗಿದ್ದೇನೆಯೇ? Because we are asking here if I am something. Right? I am asking, am I a boy? Am I something? So when we want to have that meaning, we have to use this. Alright? Few more examples. Am I a teacher? ನಾನು ಒಬ್ಬ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕ ಆಗಿದ್ದೇನೆಯೇ? ನಾನು ಒಬ್ಬ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕ ಆಗಿದ್ದೇನೆಯೇ? ನಾನು is I, ಒಬ್ಬ is A, ಶಿಕ್ಷಕ is teacher. ನಾನು ಒಬ್ಬ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕನ. ನಾನು ಒಬ್ಬ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕನ shorter version. Am I an engineer? ನಾನು ಒಬ್ಬಳು ಎಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೇನೆಯೇ? ನಾನು ಒಬ್ಬಳು ಎಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೇನೆಯೇ? ನಾನು ಒಬ್ಬಳು ಎಂಜಿನಿಯರ ನಾನು ಒಬ್ಬಳು ಎಂಜಿನಿಯರ. Here, engineer is an English word, and so instead of adding na, we just add the a sound to it. Engineer, engineera, engineer, engineera. Okay. Next, am I here? ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೇನೆಯೇ? ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೇನೆಯೇ? Here, ನಾನು is I, ಇಲ್ಲಿ is here. ಇದ್ದೇನೆಯೇ makes this a question. Here we are asking if I am present somewhere. I am asking, am I present somewhere? And so we have used this word. Alright? When you have iddeneye, we do not shorten it like this. We say the entire sentence. So, ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೇನೆಯೇ is the sentence that you have to use to mean this. There is no smaller version of this. You can use this or this. ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೇನಾ, ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೇನಾ. Both mean the same thing. Alright? Yes. Proceeding further, let us learn to form negative questions. Now, you know that these three words are the ones that we use for no and also am not. Correct? For us to frame negative questions, all we have to do is add way at the end of these words. So, Allah becomes allave, agilla becomes agillave, and illa becomes illave. It is as simple as this. Let us look at few example sentences. Am I not Ranjit? A negative question. ನಾನು ರಂಜಿತ್ ಅಲ್ಲವೇ? ನಾನು ರಂಜಿತ್ ಅಲ್ಲವೇ? ನಾನು is I, Ranjit is the name of the person. Adding allave makes this a negative question. Alright? Now why did we select allave and not the others? Because allave asks if I am something or not. Allah, Allah is no or am not. Correct? Nanu Ranjit Allah is I am not Ranjit. Nanu Ranjit Allave is am I not Ranjit. Here we are asking if we are something or not. And so we have selected Allave. If this sounds confusing, I want you to watch this video from the beginning. And once you watch it, this would become clear to you. Alright? Now, there is no shorter version of this. You have to say the entire sentence to mean this. Okay? Next, am I a teacher? ನಾನು ಒಬ್ಬ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕ ಅಲ್ಲವೇ? ನಾನು ಒಬ್ಬ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕ ಅಲ್ಲವೇ? Here, adding allave makes this a negative question. ನಾನು ಒಬ್ಬ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕ ಅಲ್ಲ is I am not a teacher. I am not a teacher. ನಾನು ಒಬ್ಬ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕ ಅಲ್ಲವೇ is am I not a teacher. Here we are asking if I am something or not. And so we have selected allave. Am I not a boy? ನಾನು ಒಬ್ಬ ಹುಡುಗ ಅಲ್ಲವೇ? ನಾನು ಒಬ್ಬ ಹುಡುಗ ಅಲ್ಲವೇ? Am I not here? ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲವೇ? ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲವೇ. Here we are asking if I am present or not. If I am present here or not. And so, illave is chosen to make this negative question. Alright? Yes. So, this is how we form negative questions. I hope the concept is clear. And assuming that the concept is clear, this is an exercise for you. I want you to frame these sentences in Kannada and comment it down below. I will check it and correct if there are any mistakes. Alright? So that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care and thank you for watching.